the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Raiders and the Titans coming up next.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Tennessee brings its offense to the field for the first time, and that means that we get to see the electric rookie out of Liberty, Malik Willis.
Count me among the people who were surprised to see Malik Willis still on the board in the 3rd round of the NFL draft. A lot of us analysts tabbed him as the quarterback with the highest ceiling in the class, someone who drew comparison to names like Michael Vick with his speed and arm. The Titans traded up to get him and are big believers in a guy who put up nearly 7,000 yards in 2 seasons at Liberty University.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd down. Willis steps away to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. They go play action with Willis. And right side, Henry's got it. 2nd down and 8. Henry running right. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. 3rd down, it's Willis. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Carr now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Willis on 31. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. The Titans are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. On 2nd and 9, Willis got his man complete over the middle. That's Phillips. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. On 3rd down, Henry. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. Bullock's kick is good, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Carr. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he wisely will throw that one away. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punted the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
They'll start on the ground. And the ball is knocked out. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. First and 10, it's Willis. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give to Henry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the 27, Willis over the middle into the hands of Burks. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
How about the first night of the draft in 2022, round 1? The Tennessee Titans stunned all of us when they traded A.J. Brown to Philadelphia. And then moments later, drafted Treylon Burks out of Arkansas, a player who drew plenty of comparisons to Brown in the run-up to the NFL draft. Size, style, play speed, almost an exact clone. And now they're trying to use him the exact same way, and he produces a nice catch there.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Willis. Running the slant, that's Hooper. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Willis, that's caught. Left side, it's Burks. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Bullock's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Throwing on first down is Carr. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Carr got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Again, it's Carr. And he's got it. Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. On now to a check on the next-gen stats in the first half for the Raiders. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. But meanwhile, for the Titans, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game. but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Carr. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
2021 saw a third-year breakout by Jeffrey Simmons with 8.5 sacks and his first Pro Bowl nod, as well as being named an All-Pro in the NFL.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Carr. Caught outright by Renfro. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. A check down here for Henry. And he loses the football a second time. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Looking to throw again on second down. Willis, he's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down, here's Willis. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Third down, it's Willis. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Max Crosby is really starting to get his due around the league as one of the best young pass rushers in the game. 25 sacks in his first 3 seasons.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Carr now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on second down. Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now Carr. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
A first down for Davante Adams in his first season with the Las Vegas Raiders. Over the previous 2 years in Green Bay, he led the NFL in receptions and touchdowns, and he's building off of a 123-catch, 1,500-yard season. Now, of course, in Raiders black and silver instead of Packers green and gold.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The quick slant caught. A Raider 1st down, Carter Renfro. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here is Willis and the Titans. Down 10-6, just under 2 minutes to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Here's Willis. He's got Henry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Willis rushing him to the line in a hurry here. A throw over the middle taken in. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Throwing Willis to Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. Now Willis. Over the middle, complete. It's Phillips. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Willis to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Willis, 4th down, has to have it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Las Vegas, they pick up their 2nd win now on the year. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.